So we have over 400 flavors,
Wow.
but they're not all, we change every day.
Yeah, sure.
So we have a weekly flavor and a daily flavor.
Welcome to Brew Talks. I'm Steve Stroud, President and CEO of Roswell Inc. We're your economic development organization in the city of Roswell.
I'm Andy Williams, President and CEO of Visit Roswell, the city's official destination marketing organization responsible for driving tourism and working with awesome partners like these who we're about to introduce. First, want to thank Wellstar North Fulton for their sponsorship of Brew Talks. Always a pleasure having their support. We thank y'all very much. And some sweet guests today. Really just an East Side powerhouse of a business because I can't look on Facebook or look for any kind of recommendation really without you guys, I think, leading the charge on it. And this is Libby and Nick Zappala with Whit's Frozen Custard. So pleasure to have y'all on.
It is real.
Yeah. We got plenty here. So we're going to jump right into it. You guys have got your legs now. You've been in business for a bit. You clearly have a good following. Every time we visit, there truly is a line out the door. It moves very quickly, but you've made your mark here. Walk us back to when you originally had the idea and how you landed where you are with Whit's Frozen Custard.
So we visited my parents. My parents live in Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah. There's a Whit's probably 2 blocks from their house. It's always, if you go visit, you go to Whit's. Even when we leave on the car ride back, we were taking Whit's back home. It's in a quaint little house. It looks like a mom and pop kind of shop, a little porch on the front. And we always leave kind of like, wow, it's such a great product. You know, it's just kind of quaint. We were on vacation in Key West, and all of a sudden found a second.
And that's when we realized maybe it was a franchise.
Yeah.
Which it is, and they've allowed us, and as they do all the locations, to make it your own.
Yeah.
Make your decor, your flavor selections, all of that, what represent your community, and that's what we've done. But when we finally, decided, well, maybe it's time to look into it, it took probably a year and a half or so before we were open once we started the process.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's been no looking back. It's been a great ride. Yes. Yeah. We are very involved in the community, and they are supporting us, greatly with the schools. And
you are, and you're seeing it year round now, right?
Yes, we're not seasonal.
It's not seasonal, which is awesome. It's exactly what you wanted, right?
Yes.
And I know you guys have participated in summer sipping and had a drink or a shake, and I think you were even in restaurant weeks this year, which is again we
it's
appreciate.
Great. It drives business to us at that time of year, in January,
right?
And it definitely gives us a boost. And then spring comes quicker than you think, so we're already busy.
Yeah,
and you got a truck. Talk to us about your truck. That was a big addition.
So the truck is a big addition. It was there before we opened, so we found the truck and had it wrapped. Yeah. And it kind of was a billboard in the parking lot for a little while. But it is booked for graduation parties, birthday parties, pool openings, if you name it. School events. Customer appreciations. We did an employee appreciation for the PGA Superstore.
That's right.
Their headquarters. We've been to their headquarters.
Waffle House
Corporate. Done stuff for them. We've done some stuff on a smaller basis, but for Chick-fil-A. So some good. They had a contest for the Chick-fil-A down near the Target, also in Roswell.
Right.
They sold so many cookies or something. They had some kind of contest.
And we were the
we
prize.
Were the prize.
That's a compliment.
Yeah,
that is a compliment.
It was great. It was really good.
Probably the biggest thing coming up is Alive in Roswell.
Yeah.
Last year, we weren't able to get down into the heart of it. We had our truck either at the farmer's market or Gracious Plenty. We shared their parking lot. This year we have a tremendous spot right across from 1920 and Rue. There's like a golf cart area, and that's where we'll be.
Yeah.
So we are in the heart of it.
We will
hope to bring families,
Well,
down the
in
street.
and-
I can tell you, we used to have our mobile visitor center in that spot.
Yes.
You will be inundated with people.
Great.
It is. I mean, yeah.
Great.
You want to talk about slinging some custard?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Well,
a
we'll have
spot
4
to be.
flavors, and it'll be great.
I love it.
Yes,
So that
yes.
brings up something important.
Yes.
You know, I heard some people say, "Oh, it's ice cream." And no, it's not. It's
Right.
No, it's frozen
custard.
custard,
So
yes.
tell us the difference between custard and ice cream, because I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So it does have a little pasteurized egg yolk, but so does some premium ice
Mm-hmm.
cream. The main difference is the way it's made. Super slow. If you come into our shop, you'll see it's running pretty much all day. Turns very slowly, so it doesn't incorporate air. Where ice cream can be up to 70% air and makes it fluffy, but it also allows ice crystals to form.
Right.
So with custard, you don't get
Really?
that. It
I did
is
not know
super
that.
creamy, kind of a dense, delicious.
That's the way to go then.
Yes,
It's fun too. The kids like to watch it come out of the
Yeah.
machine. And,
Why do we even
and
have
it's
ice cream then? If
Yeah,
this
right.
exists? Because I'm looking at these things sitting
There's
right
room
in
for
front of us.
everybody.
It's the speed, right?
Yes, so
Obviously,
slow.
it just takes
Very slow.
longer. So mass
Yes.
production, I'm sure
Yes.
that's got something.
Interesting.
I know
Yes.
my wife I would be in trouble if I didn't go home and say, on my podcast today, we talked about your cookie dough. So she is like a nut about it. So she makes me buy 2 or 3 pints at a time.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yes.
I won't say that she eats them all in 3 days. That's not a part of the
That's her
conversation.
favorite?
That's why stock goes down.
That is her.
I'm the butterscotch guy. They have an
She
amazing
loves
butterscotch.
it.
It's like a darker butterscotch.
it's a real
it's
rich.
clearly authentic. I mean,
Yes.
it's amazing. And that's one of the things too, Libby. You mentioned, it's rich, but it's not overwhelmingly rich where you take a bite and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't.
Right.
I mean,
And it's actually less sugar. We serve it at a slightly warmer temperature also, so you don't. Ice cream is very, very cold, and it can kind of dull the taste buds a little bit. So without that, we don't need the extra sugar to get there. But-
So how'd you two
Yes.
decide? I mean, I heard how you got. What were you doing before?
Well,
Like, this is your life, I know.
Oh, yeah, this is
It
morning,
is
noon,
now.
and night. Yeah, sure.
7 days a week.
6, but it is 7.
Yeah, but it
right.
is.
we were in the door hardware business.
No kidding.
Yes, yeah, and for nearly 30 years. So COVID hit. I was president of the company. It had been sold and was doing well, and so I made the decision to retire from that and do catering, which was my passion. So I was during COVID. We did drive-by dinners in our neighborhood. We called it, and
Nice.
it was great. And we, just made 40 or 50 meals a week for our neighbors, and we were looking for a bigger commercial kitchen space, and came across a place that reminded us of a Whit's. It's not where we are now, but we said this would make a really neat Whit's, and that's when Nick made the phone call and inquired about what it would take.
Wow.
And we looked at a lot of different places. We were blessed to be where we are.
Yeah.
Well, you were in a great spot. That
We have
shopping
great
center.
restaurants. We love it's close to home. It's East Roswell for us.
Yeah.
So it turned out great. Although we would like to do a second, maybe on this side of town
Absolutely.
or Alpharetta.
Yeah, sure.
So you have the zip
Milton.
codes, so that's not a
Yes,
problem.
yes.
Do you get a lot? You're right there, pretty much smack next to From the Earth Brewing Company, Basque. Do you get a lot of those kind of late night after dinner crowds?
Yeah, we definitely get dessert.
Walk-
Sometimes the
walk
kids
down.
run down while mom and dad are finishing
Oh,
dinner.
yeah, I can see that.
It's a good thing.
It's
Yeah.
great, yes.
Well, how
And-
many, you go in, you got a big menu. And I think you guys,
Yes.
if anybody goes to your Facebook, your social media, the photography is incredible. I mean, it's really like your mouth's
it's
watering
good.
as soon as you're logged on. But, how many menu items are there? Are they rotating? Do you guys develop new menus, new flavors?
So we have over 400 flavors,
Wow.
but they're not all. We change every day.
Yeah, sure.
So we have a weekly flavor and a daily flavor, and I think that's probably the brilliant decision someone made to have that flavor change because we have people who come
Yeah.
multiple times a week
Do they
because there's
really?
something new.
Yeah.
Now with toppings, you can then take it
Take
to
it to a whole nother
unlimited
level,
number.
right.
Yes.
Yep.
Unlimited
Yes.
combinations, right?
But we've got classics too, banana splits and
Oh, yeah.
floats and
Yeah.
all the sundaes and things as well. So, but really we probably focus on our Witzers, which is where you swirl in
Yeah.
your toppings. So you can create your own.
Yum.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about what you've done is, like many people in Roswell's an entrepreneurial city, right? Started by an entrepreneur. He came from Darien, Georgia, Roswell King. But so many people have started in one career and then opened another business here like yourselves, and they become highly successful in that business because, you know, one of the things we kind of pride ourselves on as a community is supporting each other.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel like you felt some of that love.
Totally.
Totally.
Yes.
And then we see it even with the younger kids that we've hired, our employees, that we have numerous times people have like said, "Come here," and we're like, "Oh boy, you know, what are we getting into?"
Yeah.
And it's like, whoever just took my order, amazing.
Really?
She's polite. She's
That's probably
kind.
the most
It's
rewarding part
to
of the
us
job.
to see
Yes.
that.
Teaching, this is first job for many of our staff.
Yeah.
Teaching them about customer service and
cool.
just it's the feel good part that
Yeah.
comes back to you.
It's the hometown
Everybody
feel.
needs
Other
to do
than
it.
It is.
it makes me a little choked up because we've got 8 graduating.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
really?
all going off to
Yes.
college.
Wow.
They're amazing.
Good for
They're
him.
going
They're
to
getting
make
to
this
work.
world a great place.
Yeah,
for
they're
sure.
going to move on.
But we're hiring.
Yeah,
We'll be
actually, we're
hiring
leaving
on.
here to do interviews.
Are you
We're
really?
on, so-
Oh, that's
my
wild.
gosh.
Yeah. So
Well, you know, back on the flavor kick, we're going to be a little creative here. 'Cause
Yeah.
Steve and I are thinking about, you know, Visit Roswell and Roswell Inc.
Yes.
And we have fun with that. You know,
We do.
we work with Carol over at Lily Sage on what's the Roswell scent look like for soap, you know? What are these different things that speak to Roswell? So if you had to pick a flavor for Visit Roswell and a flavor for Roswell Inc., what are you thinking?
oh my goodness.
So the first live in Roswell last year that we did, we had banana pudding. And people raved about it and wanted more of it. It's Southern, obviously.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
And
is.
so I think that might be one nice
Okay.
flavor that we could put
Yeah.
in there.
Love it. You should try that one,
And
man.
then we were kind of joking about Andy's mint chip.
Chip,
Yeah.
right?
Could be a fun
There you
twist
go.
on a
I
different
like
one.
it.
but
I like
yeah.
I'll take it all day
Yes.
long.
Yeah, those are all good. Those are
Yeah,
happy.
Well, we want to leave you guys with the opportunity to tell all of our viewers and our listeners, we are on all platforms now pretty much. So
Yeah.
we want to get you guys as much
Spotify,
exposure as possible.
everything.
Where can they find information via social media, website on Whit's Frozen Custard?
So Wits of Roswell, at Wits of Roswell on Instagram,
Okay.
Wits Frozen Custard of Roswell on Facebook. Our website is Wits Custard. We're at 1570 Holcomb Bridge Road.
There you go.
So
In the Connection
in the
Shopping
Connection
Center.
Shopping
Yep.
Center.
Shopping
It's a
Center.
great
Perfect.
center, and
Lots of parking.
our truck is available to go wherever you are.
Free parking.
Yeah.
There you go.
Free
Oh, I heard
parking.
that.
Parking on the east side.
And you're also located in some other retailers.
Yes,
like
we're in Peach of a Party.
That's right.
Party.
As our pints.
Yep, no cat
the
loves y'all.
Standard has us as a
Standard.
stock
Right.
That's
item
right.
for the kids scoops there. We're
Yeah.
making flavors for restaurants.
From
And
the
that's
earth.
growing from the
Love
earth.
it.
and Basque
Love
both-
that.
That's awesome.
Both have special
Shoot, yeah.
flavors from us. So.
Well, we normally
Yes.
cheers it with the coffee. We're
Yeah,
going to
but
do things a
this
little
is
bit
gonna be
different.
a
We're going to
cheers
dig into
with the
these
ice
pints.
cream.
This is
Yeah, let's
awesome.
take a
Oh my
bite.
gosh, how good is it?
Pleasure having
Libby,
y'all on.
Nick,
Thanks for
thank
everything
y'all
you
for
do.
what you do for the community. We
thank
really
you.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
cheers.
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 Let's dig in.